It's 9 o'clock, so it looks like it's time to get started. I'm so excited to be with you here today. I'm Senator Tamara Barringer, and I am joined with my bill co-sponsor, Senator Ralph Hise, and also Senator Jeff Jackson in support of the ABLE Act. This is a fine day for North Carolina, isn't it? Last night, the North Carolina Senate introduced Senate Bill 387, the ABLE Act. The Achieving a Better Life Experience Act aims to help people with disabilities, parents, and guardians plan for their child's future through the creation of a 529 savings account, similar to those of 529 education savings accounts. The ABLE Act provides individuals with disabilities the same type of flexible savings tools that all other Americans have through college savings plans, accounts, health savings accounts, and individual retirement accounts. The ABLE Act will give families the opportunity to invest for the future of their families and to plan for and save for their children's future. The establishing of these accounts in our state will assist people with disabilities by helping to fund essential expenses for individuals, including medical, dental care, education, community-based support, employment training, assistive technology, housing, and transportation. As with existing 529 accounts, investments in these accounts can be made by the individual, family, and friends without fear of losing the federal and state benefits provided through critical safety net programs such as Medicaid and supplemental security income programs. This important legislation continues our state's work on improving the lives and outcomes of people with disabilities and supporting their families and loved ones. I want you to know that I am so pleased and honored and humbled to be able to bring this forward for North Carolina, and I appreciate all of the work that many of you in this room, frankly, all of you in this room have been doing. Now, what I'd like to do now is yield and recognize Senator Ralph Hise for a few comments, and then on to Senator Jackson.
Just briefly wanted to say I got involved with this legislation. I had an insurance agent in my district who has a daughter with disability contact me about a lot of the troubles he had in planning for her future, and that any savings he could put aside or designate for her would actually disqualify her from benefits going forward, and made it very difficult for them to plan. I'm very excited about having this opportunity available here in North Carolina. This process is done under the same as 529s that are for other purposes within the state. And we're waiting for a fiscal note, but it will be a limited cost expected to the state. All we're really expecting would be changes in eligibility that would come in that would maintain that in the future. So this is a good act that we can put together, and I think you'll see it will have strong bipartisan support, particularly in the Senate, and we're looking for a lot of partners in the House.
And speaking of bipartisan support, Senator Jeff Jackson.
Thank you, Senator Barringer. Thank you, Senator Hise. This is a wonderful bill. This is something that I had to learn about. I didn't really understand this issue, but then I had some people come and talk to me. I met with some folks in this field. I met with some advocates, and they said this would help us increase our self-reliance. This would help our families. This is about making life that much more better for tens of thousands of people across the state whose voices you don't often hear. Everyone that I spoke to was speaking on behalf of thousands of people who said, we need something like this. This is something that we've been waiting for. And I'm honored and I'm so proud to be able to be a part of a bipartisan effort that could really change the lives of thousands of families across the state through just adding a simple, common sense piece to our law that already so many other families have access to. So I expect this to be a bipartisan effort. I'm going to tell folks on my side, this is a win-win for the state. We really need to get behind this. Thank you.
And Senator Hise and Senator Jackson are right. This is about strong families, building that foundation so that people can take care of themselves, that people can be independent, that these families can be strong and can support each other. And so I'm very pleased, very happy to be joined by these gentlemen, by others. Senator Apodaca, who's also a major sponsor of this bill, is not in town right now. He's very excited about it, and I do agree that we're going to have very strong support for this bill, not just in the Senate, but in the House, and obviously across the state of North Carolina for our families. So thank you so much for coming today. I would like to recognize, I have 4 pages here in the room today, high school students who are here with us. If you would raise your hand, they're working in our office, and so this was a wonderful opportunity for them. And then also, I've worked with many of you here, many stakeholders, many people that are interested in this. But there's one person who works tirelessly, and I would be remiss without thanking Julia Adams for the work and hard work she does with the ARC of North Carolina and keeping these issues in front of us day in and day out. They're critical to our society, to our families, to our people. So thank you, Julia. Now, I know Senator Hise had to leave a very important appropriation meeting, so he might have to scoot out pretty quickly, but I know that we'll stay around for a few minutes if anyone would like to talk to us personally. Those members of the press that are here, those of you who are interested, thank you so much for coming out and helping us with this wonderful legislation. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.